When you think of yourself, your older self,
Okay. 70s.
let's say 70s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say 65 is old anymore.
No,
You know,
I
I
don't
don't even
so
think it
either.
is. I don't even know why people always assume. I guess it's retirement age or for you're supposed to be old.
Yeah.
Let's say that you're 75 years old. Do you look the way you look right now?
75 years old, if I keep going the way that I'm going right now, they're going to be taking photos of me and they're going to be using that hashtag life goals.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to be that guy that they show a photo of me like when I was 38 and a photo of me when I was 78.
Yeah.
And there isn't much difference. Maybe some gray hairs, maybe, I look, maybe the skins, but I don't know because I'm all about being up to date with the trends. And if I felt like I needed Botox, I would have no problems getting Botox. If I felt my testosterone levels were low, I would get testosterone. If I felt like my body wasn't recovering at the rate that it would, then I would meet with some doctors or meet with some scientists and say, hey, like, what is evolutionary right now? And I would have no problem taking whatever it is that they suggest that's going to keep me fit and healthy. Yeah.
I personally feel like if you live a healthy lifestyle, the earlier the better, but at any time, I don't see how we couldn't live with a great quality of life into our hundreds.
Yeah.
And I would even venture to say that by the time you and I get to that age, that we could live to 120. And I'm not even exaggerating, because I see some people now sporadically on, say, YouTube or social media, and these are elderly people. And when I say elderly, I mean they're in their 90s, they're into their 100s. Like I've seen a guy who's 94, he still runs a marathon. Not fast, but he's still running. And I wouldn't even give him all the credit of being all that healthy, because he still has like where he looks like he has osteoporosis or maybe some sort of bone deficiencies, but he's still moving. But I'm saying if you manage to keep your muscle mass from your youth all the way into your later years, I really feel like you could. That's the life hack. You don't die anymore. I don't even know how you die at that point. You just keep on going. And with all the technology in the world, like you're just saying, between TRT and growth hormone and peptides and just the knowledge of eating healthy, but mostly the motivation to keep working, I truly feel that you could live well into your hundreds for sure.
Yeah, well, you see those guys. What's that guy? He was an actor, and he was in that movie 16, and him and a guy swapped, and he was always smoking cigars. He was a famous actor back in the day. Had a raspy voice.
Okay.
But he that was a guy, he didn't look fit. He probably didn't work out, drank probably a lot, but he looked old. So I don't know if he was that old. Maybe they made him look older than what he was. But I think it comes down to you're right, is just those guys probably really enjoy life.
Yeah.
And I think that your mentality will weigh you down even more than your body fat and weight. And so if you can live happy and if you can live with just enough, I think you need a certain amount of stress in your life. I don't know. I think it would be weird to not have that kind of stress, but I envy those guys that live stress-free. Like I watched that movie Moondog. You watch that one with Matthew McConaughey? And so it's about this poet. It's about this poet, and he lived that life. But in the end, they showed that he had to go and write this book to get his money. But in the end, and spoiler alert, cut it off right now if you plan to watch this movie, he ends up burning that money at the end, and he doesn't care about it.
So you're saying, you and I might disagree on this point then. So you're suggesting that just living happy will make you old, will allow you to live till you're old?
I think that you have to. I think that you have to enjoy. I think that you have to enjoy more than you hate. And I think that if you begin to hate everything, and you fall into a state of depression, then I think that you're going to age yourself very early.
That I agree with.
Yes.
But I think where I was going with my point was, what do you think it's going to take in order for us to live a great quality of life into our 90s?
Okay.
Because I feel like that's the new old, and right now you see a handful of people that are really old that are killing it in the gym. They still have muscle mass. They still look like you with shoulders and biceps. But a lot of older people just aren't videoing themselves because it's technology. They don't just do it, right? So hopefully maybe they have a protege or somebody who just thinks they're awesome, so they're showing it. And that's really what you see. But I think as guys like you and I age that are comfortable being on camera and we're going to document it, I think you're going to see a ton of people that are going to be living really, really well and looking really, really young and being really, really youthful into their older years. So I think it has one component. Tell me if you agree with this. I think at the end of the day, if you want to stay sound-minded and strong, it's muscle mass.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's 100% muscle mass, and it's consistency. You have to consistently challenge yourself at the minimal efforts that it takes to maintain where you're at right now. But again, it comes down to enjoyment. Like if you go to the gym every single day, you build up a habit, and you eat clean. Like you ever been on a diet and you hate being on a diet, right? But you're like, but I'm looking ripped, but you hate every moment. I've done it, right? And I get to the point where I'm just like, I hate all of this. I don't want to do any of this. And then, that doesn't help me at all. So I don't think that would increase the longevity of me being in the fitness world. The one thing that's kept me in the game for as long as, like, think about how long I've been doing this. Like, dude, I'm not a spring chicken, Matt.
No,
I know
you're
I'm
getting
younger,
old, buddy.
I'm in a business, but I've been doing this for over 15 years. The same job.
Yeah.
Most people can't even do the same job for 15 months,
Yeah, I hear
much less 15 years. And so what always brings me back to staying in this industry is just, I love fitness. I love working out. I love being sore. I love that, going through the pain of dieting. I don't know. There's just something about that level of pain that I like. And I think when it comes down to it, it's not so much about happy, but you have to enjoy what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's not going to last long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of Keeping It Real with Rick and RJ. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And hey, do us a favor. Give us a comment down below. Maybe we'll use your idea for a future video.